Yes, true. So if you see in your course book, page number 3, for lion, for humans, if you see kingdom, Animalia, it is same. Kingdom is same. Phylum is same. And even class is also same. Mammalia, they come under Mammalia. What is meant by Mammalia, children? Which animals and which human beings, which organisms are uh, graded under the mammal class Mammalia? What is called mammals? What are mammals?
Humans.
Only humans. What is actually the term mammals?
Animals. Some animals.
Animals also, ma'am.
Mammals which have vertebrae.
Yes. What are mammals?
Ma'am, mammals
Ma'am,
is
which give milk to their babies. All mammals have backbone, ma'am.
Yes, Akshara, can you? Yes, children. Anyone from you? What are mammals?
Mammals give milk to their babies, ma'am. They won't lay eggs.
Mammals have
Water breaks which give birth
mammary
to the
glands and muscles in it.
Yes, good. They have mammary glands and they give milk to their young ones.
Ma'am,
Yes, good.
Ma'am, one
they
mammal
have
called
mammary glands and
platypus.
muscles.
Yes,
Ah, ma'am, I got, ma'am. I'll say, ma'am. Ma'am, mammals have vertebrae, ma'am. And all the mammals have class Mammalia, ma'am. As per this, we will divide, no, ma'am. Again,
yes, good.
they will
Good.
give milk
Mammal
to the, ma'am.
Yes,
mammary glands.
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Mammals have mammary glands. They can milk their young ones. And even they
They
don't.
have brain also, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, one mammal called platypus can give milk and lay eggs, ma'am.
yes, there are some animals, but uh, most of the mammals, they don't lay eggs. They just give birth to babies. Okay, so here, if you see the kingdom, phylum, and class, they'll be same for lion, for humans. What will be the kingdom, children? Kingdom Animalia. They'll be graded under kingdom Animalia. They have placed under kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, and class Mammalia. Do not get confused. Chordata means they have a strong backbone. Okay. And if you see the differentiation here for animals, if you are going to write order, only kingdom, phylum, and class will be same. And if you see the order will be changing here. For animals, the order will be carnivora. What is meant by carnivore?
Flesh-eating
Yes,
animals are called
yes, flesh-eating animals. And what is the
as
order for humans? What is the order for human beings? They are placed under primates.
primates.
Primates. What is meant by primates? They have grasping hands, fingers, and eyes which are faced forward. Eyes are placed forward for human beings. And usually for animals, they are placed sideways. And family for human beings. In which family human beings are being placed? Hominidae.
Hominidae.
What is meant by hominidae?
Hominidae. Ma'am, hominidae means upright posture, large brain, flat face, different use of hand and feet, ma'am.
Yes, yes, good. They have upright posture, large brain, flat face. And even human beings, they have the thinking power also. And in which family did animals are being classified into? Animals are being classified into Felidae.
Felidae.
Felidae means they
Felidae,
have
ma'am.
claws.
Felidae.
Claws. For what they claws are useful for?
React,
For catching the prey.
reacted.
Reacted.
Yes, for catching prey. And in which genus do animals are placed under?
Anthera.
Panthera.
Panthera.
Okay. And in which genus Human beings are being placed.
Homo.
S curved spine.
Homo.
Homo means S
Huh?
curved spine. Yes. So if you remember this, children, and again for animals,
Yes, ma'am.
there are so many animals in them. Not only lion, there are so many animals. Like there are cheetah, panther, and even so many different animals. Like grass-eating animals are also there. If you see this, you can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am. I can see the screen.
Yeah. So here the genus Panthera and the leopard and these they are again the genus will be changing here for lion, tiger, and jaguar, leopard. So their genus is Panthera. So here the genus will be changed. Their kingdom, phylum, class will be same, but order will be also same, but suborder like sub family and genus they'll be changing. So while writing in now, no need to worry in this class, but in your higher classes, if you just go to higher classes, they will be asking to write about the genus and order. So you have to remember them while writing. Okay. So this will change. And now coming to five kingdom classification, children. Robert Harding Whittaker. He has given the five kingdom classification. He has been divided the organism into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So in this five kingdom classification, no need to worry about these five kingdoms are nothing but what we have discussed here. These five kingdoms are just once again, I'll just show it to you. Yeah. So these five kingdoms are these. I'll just underline it.
Momera.
Yeah, you can see this.
Uh,
So these are the five kingdoms. This five kingdom
Ma'am.
classification was given by Whittaker, Robert Harling Whittaker. So he has proposed this five kingdom classification. So on the whole, in this five kingdoms, under which kingdom we come under?
Ma'am.
Under which kingdom we come under? Animals.
Animalia.
Animalia.
Good.
Animalia.
We'll be discussing about only Animalia. So these are the five major kingdoms, and the kingdom which we are going through is Animalia. Okay, good. Yes. So we'll be rushing forward towards the kingdom. So this is the five kingdom classification. So mainly just leave it. Just leave this kingdom classification. Now we are talking about organisms. Mainly the organisms are being divided into two types. We are talking about organisms now. Organisms are being divided into prokaryotes and eukaryotes.
Eukaryote.
Depending on this prokaryotes and eukaryotes, the prokaryotes are being kept under the kingdom Monera.
Monera.
Kingdom Monera. And the eukaryotes, unicellular, are kept under Protista, kingdom Protista. And the multicellular are kept under
Animalia.
Okay. And the rest, Protista, again the Protista are being divided into fungi and
Fungi.
plant.
Plante.
So these are also the kingdoms. So the kingdoms are divided based on the nature. Either they are prokaryotes or eukaryotes. So we come under multicellular. Okay. Just give me a second. I'll change the slide. So here are a few kingdom of different like grasshopper and even insects. So if I just go in detail, then there'll be a confusion for you. So in insects, usually insects are being kept under kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, and class Insecta. Even again, while writing the binomial nomenclature, while writing the names, children, the prefix bi, meaning two, binomial nomenclature. The meaning of binomial nomenclature is Bi means two. Nomial means two names. Okay. Here, bi means two. Nomial means two names. They'll be having two names. Each insect will be having two names. Its genus name, it will be having its genus name, and it will be having its species name. Okay. Like in plants, plants will also have like Magnifera indica. They'll be having two names. Scientific name, Magnifera indica. It will be having two names. So that's why this has been called as binomial nomenclature, giving two names. First name is the genus, second name is the species. Any animal that falls under the class Insecta is considered as insect. Class Insecta. If it falls under class Insecta, then it will be considered as insect. If it falls under the class Chordata or Aves or Reptilia, then there'll be reptiles. If it comes under Aves, then there'll be all birds. Birds come under Aves. We'll be discussing about it in our next lesson, week 2. So I'll be going through week 2. So it will be clear for you. Do not get confused about all these. Your paper will be very easy.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll continue revision with vertebrates. So vertebrates are those animals with backbones. So the chordates are being included. They are with backbones. But if we see some reptiles like snake, do they have backbone?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. They will have.
But if we see vertebrates, just now you have told that all vertebrates are mammals. They just give birth to young ones. But do snakes, they give birth to young ones? No, they lay eggs.
Ma'am.
Yes. So vertebrates are those which have backbone. Even each and every animal. So if we see here the classification of vertebrates, what makes vertebrates different? Vertebrates are the most complex organisms on earth. If we see, there are 50,000 different kinds of animals and even more are there. So if we compare the invertebrates and vertebrates, so what makes the difference here? So the vertebrates, they have well-developed backbone. They have vertebral system. They have well-developed backbone. If we talk about vertebrates, they are very smart and have a little bit of intelligence in them. The brains of the vertebrates have highly advanced compared to that of invertebrates. More cool traits about vertebrates are there, like they have muscles and skeletons. So there are 5 different classes. They are being divided into 5 different classes depending upon their uniqueness. The 5 different classes are species, which are commonly called as fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves, and mammals. So there are 5 classes. So each class will be discussing now. Now we'll be talking about the species, which is called as fish. Fishes are being
Fish.
included in the class species. Do not get confused. Species, it is related to fishes. The first fish didn't have jaws. But do fishes have jaws? Do they have teeth? Do they have teeth? Do fishes have teeth?
Ma'am,
Yes.
do fishes have?
Teeth.
No, ma'am.
Shark. Do shark have teeth? Is shark a fish?
Yes. Yes. Shark is not a fish, ma'am.
In
It's a
fact,
fish
they have.
only.
In fact, some fishes they have teeth. In some fishes they have teeth, but they even have bones. They have well-developed cartilage. They have small, thin bones. For
Ma'am,
example,
for the group, ma'am.
Yes.
Can we add even students who are not?
Yes. So we are talking about the cartilage. So the cartilage in these fishes is very tough. Elastic bone is there like a substance. Oh, so this bone is really flexible and soft. In species like shark, rays, the real bones, so they have somewhat tough bones. Like in shark, they have bones which are not flexible, like uh, whales and sharks. There are so many bones inside the fish. They are bony fishes also. They are able to compete with other fishes in the case of cartilage and skeletons. And even there are, if to go in detail about the fishes, there it will take a long time, children. So if we talk about amphibians, most of the amphibians are slimy. So what are included in amphibians, children? Can you tell me what are amphibians?
Amphibians are the animals which
Amphibians are the
Frog.
animals which lives in water
both
and
on
the land.
water
Yes,
and land.
yes, both on,
Both on the water.
yes. For example,
Crocodile.
Frog.
yes, so
Frogs
it's
and lizards.
like,
Frogs. Some of the snakes
Turtles
also,
also,
ma'am.
ma'am.
yes,
Turtles.
yes, tortoises also, and even some salamanders. Like salamanders is nothing but it's a type of lizard. It's a type of lizard. They are like frogs. They can even
Ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, humans are amphibians or
No,
Humans
ma'am?
are mammals.
humans are mammals. Amphibians,
Oh,
they have
ma'am.
a special type of uh, breathing. Like they have fishes, they have gills, and in frogs, they can respire with the help of their skin also. And even they have small air sacs, like at the sides of their uh, throat, they have sacs of air in their bronchi. So they have special organs to breathe when they are in water. They can even breathe when they are in the water also. But humans, they can't. Okay. So if we talk about reptiles now, reptiles are like alligators and crocodiles.
And crocodiles.
Yes. So they are the largest types. There are some bigger alligators also, 18 feet long. So if we go in detail about it, there's a lot to talk about that. And even turtles, tortoises are also included in this with that with they have special types of shells on their body. So to live, to be able to live so many years, what is the lifespan of a tortoise, children?
100 years.
Yes. So they live,
Above 100 years, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. 100 years only, ma'am.
and even they can live.
100 years.
Yes. So these are the reptiles. And talking
Ma'am,
about aves,
now 100 years.
what
I
are
have tortoise, ma'am, now.
you have?
Yes, ma'am.
What is its age?
No, ma'am, just it's 1 year, ma'am. Last year only I have bought it.
Okay, that's fine. So it will be with you for so many years then.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. Take care of it.
Actually, when I used to live in Dubai, ma'am, I used to have 7 tortoises.
Okay.
Like,
Ma'am, when I am at 5 years, I have, and we left it in the water.
Naina is not there.
Yeah, children, now come back to the lesson because we have very less time. We'll discuss about it later. So now coming to aves. Aves are nothing but the birds.
Birds.
Aves are nothing but the birds. So birds, they have well developed wings to just fly in the sky. So there are certain birds like crows. They have intelligence. They have slight grown up brain in them. They have slight intelligence. So the hummingbirds, they are the very small birds. Do you know the hummingbird is the very smallest bird in the world? They just suck the nectar from the flowers. So these aves, they are the reptiles which have special organs to fly in the sky. And now coming to mammals, children. Mammals are they can give birth to young ones.
Dogs and cats.
They are the pets. They are even mammals. They are the pets which are being there. And the largest mammal in the world is largest mammal on land in the world, which lives on land, is elephant.
Whale.
And yeah, and which stays in water. Largest mammal in the water is whale. And when you learn about, yes, when you learn about the animals, probably they can
Whale.
give birth to young ones.
Still 1 minute only, ma'am.
Ah, no, there are 5 minutes. 5 minutes, still 5 minutes left. Okay.
No, ma'am. 12:30 on class end.
Okay, but here this class ends at still 5 minutes left for you to finish.